Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while, hasn't it? Today, I would like to talk about some famous words that we find in the New Testament. And more specifically, the words of Christ when he says, "He who follows me, rivers of living waters will flow from their abdomen." And this is one of the more cryptic, if you like, words of Christ in the New Testament. What does it mean? When we're talking about the abdomen in this saying, what we are referring to is the energy center, the chakra that is there. Okay? And this is the third chakra. In the tradition of esoteric Christianity, this chakra is associated with the Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, who is the archangel of liquids, of water. And the color of this center is all shades of blue, of sky blue and white. Those are the colors of Archangel Gabriel. In this center, we find that is the, let's say, where we find our subconscious. It is the center of our subconscious. And as we've said in previous videos, our subconscious is the sum of all our elementals, positive and negative, thought, emotion, desires, passions, all these elementals. And all these elementals make our present day personality. Now, according to the quality of these elementals, hence the quality of our lives. Our purpose is to cleanse our subconscious from all negative elementals, to transform them into positive ones. That is the process, the alchemical process. We become alchemists of all the elements. Or we can render them inactive and replace them with other positive ones. We can create new elementals in their place. How do we do this? In the traditions of esoteric Christianity, there are different exercises, meditations that we can do this, and we should practice them every day. One of them, the most important one, is introspection. And there is a video on this exercise. This one exercise, introspection, when done correctly, can change your life. I don't know if you are familiar with the so-called Vitruvian Man. It is this drawing that was created by Leonardo da Vinci a few centuries back. And it is the image of a man. However, there are two different positions for both his legs and his arms. And this is the big secret. It is a very important symbol because it shows us what we need to do. One of the images, could say, of this Vitruvian Man is when his legs are together and his arms are stretched out but up, a little bit higher up, okay, up there. Now this is the image of being crucified. The other image is when the legs of this man are wide apart and his arms are again stretched but level. Now this is the symbol of the 5-pointed star. And it is the symbol, upright, yes, and it is the symbol of the perfect human being. So what, in its totality, this image is telling us is that in order to become the 5-pointed star, the perfect human being, we need to go through the process of crucifixion. What are we crucifying? We are crucifying our present-day personality. We are crucifying our ego. All these negative elementals. And this is the symbol, the 5-pointed star is the symbol that we find in this specific energy center number 3. Okay, in our abdomen. So, in order to, and we perfect our present-day personality. In order to do that, we have to crucify our personality, all the negative elementals, cleanse them, okay, from the negative aspects, transform them, render them inactive, create new ones. The crucifixion itself is a symbol of the elements being crucified, the 4 elements being crucified. Okay? Elements and elementals. We are crucifying our earthly nature, our ego, to achieve perfection. This is what's happening in center number 3, in our abdomen, in that specific chakra. So remember, it is the color blue. It is the center of Archangel Gabriel or Gavirel. And its symbol in esoteric Christianity is the 5-pointed star in sky blue color. And it's like a new moon symbol on the side. Okay. Now, this can send us into other avenues. All right. The new moon and the 5-pointed star together. We find these symbols from antiquity. Okay, they were the symbols, for example, that we found on the coins of Byzantium, a Greek city-state that was built where Constantinople is today, or as it's known in its Turkish version, Istanbul. As we can see, these symbols are not by chance. They have deep meanings. Now, what is the result of achieving a perfect personality, of cleansing our present-day personality, our ego? Together, remember in our previous video, we talked about center number 6, the heart center, and how that center is associated with the 6-pointed star and Archangel Michael or Michael. And its color is all shades of red, rosy pink, and so on. Now, once we achieve this, I can't remember if we said this in the video relating to center number 6 in our heart center. The 5-pointed star is seen inside the 6-pointed star in our heart center, and within it, the cross. So you have the 6-pointed star, within it you have the 5-pointed star, the image of the perfect man, the perfect human being, and within that, the cross. So all these symbols and the results come together as one. Now, what do we get when we fuse together the blue and the red? We get violet purple. Now, violet purple, again, is our Archangel Raphael. Now, he's the Archangel of electromagnetic energy and of creation. He doesn't have, well, that's not true. He does operate in certain centers, but they are on the left side of our body. Now, the left side of our body are the centers that are associated, let's say, with this archangel and with the Holy Spirit power. And them two together are responsible for creation. In center number 3 in our abdomen that we are talking about today, the background, okay, so you have the 5-pointed star, which is sky blue, and you have the new moon symbol. Now, their background, where they sit, let's say, is emerald green. Another very big symbol. I'm sure some of you may have heard the so-called emerald tablets from Hermes Trismegistos, the father of alchemy. This is the center of alchemical processes, it seems, where all this work of cleansing the personality takes place. The subconscious is being cleansed, and it is transforming to change into the 5-pointed star, to change into perfection. Now, why the greenish color? If the color of the center is blue, why the greenish color? Because it is the Holy Spirit that is coming in as a yellow-white, and together with the blue of the center turns into green, emerald green. So it is through the Holy Spirit that we are creating these new elementals, that we are transforming the negative elementals. And it is through Christ's Logos as reason and love that travels down into the same center, and we can combine these two to change, again, our negative elementals, to transform them, to create positive new ones. These are all the so-called alchemical processes that are taking place for the purpose of purifying, of cleansing our ego, our present-day personality. As you can see, there is deep symbolism. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is by chance. So a lot of work awaits us. However, there are many gifts that we will receive. Many. Your life will become so much better. You start perceiving the world very differently. Your powers of perception just increase, multiply. And we are able to understand what is going on. Now, remember, these are the powers of creation, of manifestation. You understand where all this can lead? Do we understand how we can create a better world through these processes, through creating, once we purify our personality, through creating benign, positive, loving elementals. Because what is the purpose of an elemental? To manifest itself. You don't need grandiose acts or plans or whatever. You just need to work on yourself, cleanse yourself, and then create with the power of reason. But this, in order to work, you need to have done the work here in number 6 and the work in number 3. Once number 3 and number 6 are purified, then this is when things start to happen. And this is one of the things that a lot of manifestation techniques, or whatever you want to call them, fail to recognize. Okay? So, a lot of work, but it's very well rewarding work. And we can do, this is how you can change the world for the better. Do not use these things just for your egotistical wants to create harm to others or the world. I can tell you now. 1, you will not succeed. And secondly, you will reap the repercussions. And they will be severe. Use these teachings and these practices for good, for the good of all, for all humanity, for all planet. We are all brothers and sisters. I don't care what the color of your skin is, what your religion is, what your sex is, what your age is. I don't care where you were born. I don't care. All these are superficial differences. This is not who we are as human beings. We are all spirit, soul, egos. We are all brothers and sisters, rays of the same sun, interconnected. It is the ego that creates all these superficial differences. This is why love is important. When you love correctly, there is no ego. There is no ego. There is no hurt. There is no sacrifice. Because you love. Love is the ultimate state for attraction, for being in a state of attracting. Okay, my friends. I hope you found this video useful. Hopefully we'll be more regular from now onwards. If you have any comments, any questions, by all means, ask them. I will answer them. If you disagree, fair enough. Raise your disagreements and we can discuss them. Always keep it civil. I will not waste a moment's breath for someone who just wants to provoke or be silly. I hope we all have a great week, a positive week, a creative week, a loving week. And I'll see you all next time. Have a good one, my friends.